everyone, my name is Ashley. This is actually my first video. I never really thought about uploading or doing any kind of videos at all. I only use YouTube for my own personal use, and never thought I would even be attempting to upload a video. But I kind of just wanted to start reaching out to people with thyroid issues and kind of just being like a support system for them. I know in my life before I had thyroid issues, I didn't even know what a thyroid was or how important it was or what it even had, what its purpose was in our body. So I kind of just wanted to start posting videos and kind of just giving you guys my backstory and kind of just like my journey, see if you guys can relate to it, or just someone who recently got diagnosed, of kind of giving them kind of a look into what to expect. So I actually have Graves' disease, which I was diagnosed in 2014, and Graves' disease is when your thyroid gland produces too much hormone because your immune system is attacking it. So you have a lot of antibodies that are attacking your thyroid, and some people say like that it's not an autoimmune disease, which we'll kind of get more into that as I post more and we kind of start to build like a dialogue. And then some people say it is an autoimmune, like all doctors and endocrinologists will say it's an autoimmune disease, but a lot of holistic healers tend to kind of shy away from that, and both parties do say like the thyroid is a victim and not the problem. So the Graves' disease actually causes the antibodies to attack your thyroid. Your thyroid isn't the bad guy, it's the antibodies. So Graves' disease is just a really bad version of hyperthyroidism, and only 30%, from what my my endocrinologist said, only 30% of people who are diagnosed with Graves' disease actually go into remission and stay in remission. And I have joined quite a few of support groups, and some people do say that they go into remission and they've stayed in remission, and then some people say that they've stood in remission for only a matter of time and then it came back. So we'll kind of, once we start building a dialogue and I start getting some responses to my videos, we'll start going more into like about remission and foods and supplements that a lot of people take to alleviate, or they feel to totally get rid of some of the symptoms of the thyroid disease. But so it's when your thyroid is being attacked from the antibodies and your immune system is attacking it, and so it can go either one way. Either your thyroid can not produce any hormone because of that, or it can go into overdrive and start to produce too many hormones and kind of send your body's functions into overdrive. Which the thyroid gland is so important. It controls like 95% of your body's function. So like your mental health, your heart rate, your metabolism, just like it just controls so much. And I don't want this to be like, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a specialist. I don't want to come off like I'm giving you health advice. The point of my videos, I just really want them to be just like a support system, because I still need support. Like I still reach out to people with Graves' disease, and I still research and reach out to people in my support groups all the time. So like I don't want to come on, I'm like, don't take me as a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice, just more as like a listening ear and kind of like a support system. But yeah, so Graves' disease is a really bad version of the hyperthyroidism, and it is where your your thyroid produces too much hormone, sending your body's functions into overdrive. So I was diagnosed in 2014, after battling a year of really bad symptoms like insomnia, anxiety, heart palpitations, digestive issues, and hand tremors, which was really hard, and very noticeable and so embarrassing. Like, a lot of people noticed it, and they were like, are you okay? Like, do you have that thing Michael J. Fox has? And, cracking jokes like that. I had actually went to the doctor. It kind of took her a while to figure out what was going on with me because I had so many different symptoms. And so she wanted to put me on antidepressants, which I'm so glad that I pushed her to look further, because I knew that that wasn't it. And sometimes I do feel like doctors want to right away put a band-aid on things, and having this disease, not to get off track, but having this disease really made me research and educate myself and make it apparent, and like, to me, like, these doctors work for you, like, you don't work for them. So it's like, if you don't agree with something, if you want a second opinion, if you want to doubt something, or stand up for yourself, like, totally do it, because of instances like this. Like, so she wanted to put me on antidepressants for my insomnia, my anxiety, and my digestive issues. And then she also wanted to send me to like a stomach doctor, like a GI, for my my stomach issues. So, and my stomach issues were pretty bad. Like, I pretty much had to carry Pepto with me at all times. Going out to eat with friends was horrible. Being at work was horrible. I literally almost lost my job. Like, I was on my third write-up, which was my final, because I just couldn't focus on work. I always felt bad. I always wanted to call in. It showed in my performance. I pretty much spent my whole workday like running to the bathroom. Like, it literally was so bad. Like, usually I can take it and just like move about my day, but it was like affecting me so bad to the point where I was like, okay, like, you need to go to the doctor, you need to get this looked at. So I ended up going to the doctor, and every time I would go to the doctor, like, my heart rate would be so fast, like, they would be worried, and like, my blood pressure would be like 150, 160, like, which is so not healthy. Like, that's like stroke, like damn near stroke status. And she was like, we need to hook you up to EKG. So they put me on an EKG. Everything looked fine. Like, I didn't have like a regular heartbeat, or like, I don't know exactly what they were looking for with the EKG. But she was like, your EKG is normal. She's like, I'm going to do a full blood panel on you. Like, we're going to figure out what's wrong with you. So like, after the fourth visit, after like her, I guess, narrowing down my symptoms and me refusing the antidepressants, she had saw that I had, I was negative in my TSH, like showing symptoms of, thyroid issues and hyperthyroidism. And so she's right away sent me to an endocrinologist. So I went to an endocrinologist, and he set me to do like this uptake scan, where you take like this radioactive, or like salt tablet or whatever. You go there, the nurse has to give it to you because it's like radioactive or whatever. So she like hands it to you. You can't touch it. You have to like take it like from the pill bottle, and you kind of just like take it real quick. And you can't eat like any fish for like before or after, like fish, sushi, whatever. And you go home for like 4 hours. Like, you don't feel anything. It doesn't do anything to you. It literally is just like salt. And you come back, and they like put you under this machine. And I was so hyperactive that like the scan was done within like half the time. She was like, oh my god, like you're totally hyperthyroidism, like your scan was really fast. So, oh, and yeah, and then they make you take a pregnancy test before you go in to take the pill or whatever. So did all of that, and then I came back, or I ended up going and seeing the doctor, and then that's when he told me that I was Graves' disease. So that's kind of just like from my symptoms to my diagnosis. So I didn't want to make this video too long because I don't even know if anybody's gonna like pay attention to it or even be interested in it. But like I said, you know, I'm just reaching out to people with thyroid issues and kind of just wanting to tell them about my journey. If I get any responses or any likes to this video, I definitely will tell you guys more about my journey over the next 5 years. Obviously you guys can see I had a thyroidectomy, so I no longer have a thyroid, which, if you guys are interested, we'll go into that as well, and kind of like my journey and my experience with that. But like I said, I'm not a health professional. Do not take this as medical advice. Always follow your doctor's orders. Stick to your medicine. I kind of just want to be a support system and kind of give you guys just like my tips and tricks that I learned along the way from awesome people and from research and stuff like that. And I know I keep playing with my hair a lot, but it's just I haven't combed it today and I look a mess, so I'm just trying to make it look semi-decent. But yeah, so if any of you guys are interested, and I know I look like crap and people can probably be like, she's, ew, why would she even record herself like that? But there's always that one person. So I'm gonna stop rambling, but yeah, if anybody's interested in kind of just building like a support system, and if you guys need somebody to talk to, or you guys need advice, or you want to hear more about my journey, just go ahead and comment down below.